So for the past like 2, 3 months now, I've been in the market for a new supplement that'll actually keep me energized throughout my cut. And I'm hoping I finally found it. Now, I wasn't like actively searching for not active. I wasn't like hyper actively searching for something that's like a miracle drug kind of thing. I didn't want to just see results instantly. Otherwise, I would have just hopped on. But seriously, over the last few months, like especially since the new year, I've had so little motivation to actually train hard. I've been sticking to my routine of working out, daily, doing cardio daily, except for like days that I work 12-hour shifts, like days where I don't get enough sleep if I do work out. But the main issue I've been having is finding the motivation to actually train hard. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but like the different energy types that you can expend during workouts or physical activity in general. I've been working on the super extended energy production ones where you're doing a set for like a minute plus basically. Although now I'm more interested in building muscle and strength, so ideally I want to just do sets of like 12 to 15 basically, with 12 to 15 being as close to my max as possible. And since I work out at home, I don't exactly have a spotter, so there's no ego lifting involved unless I feel like getting injured that day. And I've also been seeing conflicting research on whether or not cardio actually for real tears down your muscle or not. Like I see a lot of bodybuilders just on completely opposing sides of doing cardio, whether to do like 15 minutes a day or 30 plus minutes a day. For me personally, just keeping it to a very, very minimum. Like if it's going on a scale of 10, I treat it at like a 3 or a 4 for how intense I'm going. And I'll just go for 30 minutes. Like it's not hard, but I'm building up a sweat doing it. All right, just went and grabbed it. Oh, I've also been reading a book recently called Attached. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. New science into adult attachment, how to find and keep love, stuff like that. Only on page 19. I didn't get very far. But and I also don't have a bookmarker either, so I'm using a subway ad. But I'm able to read for half an hour while I bike, and I'm not just reading to read. Like I'm actually retaining information. Did you know that there are 3 different attachment styles? I know that without even looking in the book. Avoidant, anxious, and secure attachment. They're sort of self-explanatory. Like anxious is like you can't get enough of that person. You need to be with them as much as possible to even think about yourself being happy. Avoidant being the closer you get to somebody, the more you push them away. And secure being like you've got everything figured out. And not just love either. It's like for every type of attachment you can have with a person. A child, like your child. Your friends, family, and even, in a relationship. More importantly, the relationship stuff. And from what I'm reading so far, it's sort of like a spectrum. You're not 100% one type or the other. Some people are, but not everybody. But anyways, back on topic. I mentioned it in last week's video that I wanted to try Turkesterone and GO2 Max. I've been particularly excited about the GO2 Max because I do a lot of cardio, 30 minutes daily, and that's what it's primarily advertised for, is improving cardiovascular health. And the clearing of the skin for NMN in particular is really interesting to me, but that's going to be unseen for the next 2 to 3 months. And that's assuming I'm even that much of a responder to it to begin with. And speaking of being a responder, Turkesterone, that's another one that I've been super interested in. I love the idea of it, like a natural muscle builder that is still keeping me natural. I don't have to rely on anything that isn't. And according to some people, it even acts as its own pre-workout in some ways. So I find those parts of it interesting, especially because I'm going through a cut right now and finding the motivation to work out is just hard for me at the moment. But I have some slightly bad news. I woke up today, saw that my delivery was out for delivery, and I missed the door, I guess. For whatever reason, they need I believe they need a signature to pass off on, giving it to the person. I still don't really know why. I assume because it's classified as, like a food thing. I don't really know, a consumable, so you have to sign off on it. But regardless of that, they could not find a secure location to drop it off at, and they took it back. But thankfully, my what's it called? My post office that I can pick it up from is right down the street from me. So I don't have to go very far. It's actually on my way to work, so I'm just going to pick it up on my way to work today. And the reason why it's not fully bad news is because I actually don't need it today anyways. I would have liked to have it in my hand for the video, but I wouldn't be taking it today regardless, because I'm actually waiting for my GO2 Max to get here. I genuinely do not know how, but they sent my Turkesterone that I ordered a week after the GO2 Max. They sent that in sooner, even though I paid for the same, shipping speed. But ideally, I'll at least have it. I'll post a picture of it if I, get it at work. Don't tell nobody, but I'll edit this at work, and I'll post some clips here and there, maybe all of it at once, right here, of my like how intense I'm training right now. The footage you're about to see is like it's not like downplaying for like how hard I train. That's just the intensity that I train at right now. And so after watching it, I think you can agree with me that I need something. I need something to keep me going harder. And that's why I'm just really hoping that I'm not like a complete non-responder to this. And of course, I'll be posting weekly results as I go on, or maybe even bi-daily or something, because I used to record my workouts and post them every day. Maybe I'll start doing that again. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'll do like a weekly checkup for sure every Thursday. And not to mention, I'll probably drop a little review of how my reading is going with the attached book as well, and hopefully also increase the mic quality, because right now this microphone ain't so good. But for now, at least, take I want to say take it easy, but don't take it easy. Work harder. Take your protein shakes, your intra workouts, your amino acids. Personally, I take mine during cardio, just because like just in case that I am losing muscle during cardio, at least that's going to mitigate it, because it's at the very least proven that taking in protein, and also the precursor to building protein, is going to prevent it from at least being lost. So even if all I'm doing right now is literally just losing fat and then losing as little muscle as possible, then I'll be happy with that. But yeah, I hope to see you guys at the latest next week. Later.